buy me a shithole, sailor?
Harry. Hey! What the hell are you doing here?
I'm looking for you, mate.
Uh-oh. Should I be flattered?
Maybe a bit of both. Come here. I've got a job.
Really?
A client is willing to part with a huge sum if we acquire a certain bucket for him.
All right, I'm listening.
Now, you're not going to like this.
Oh, no. No, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, you just hear me out for a second.
No, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, you just hear me out for a second.
Flynn, we both know two people who are trying to lift something out of this place.
And one who made it out.
Yeah, barely.
I can't do this without you, Drake. You're the only one in here, and you know better than anyone it's a job.
No.
These nuts.
Actually.
Right. And speak of it.
These nuts.
Well, here she comes now.
What?
Chloe Fraser.
Wait a second. Sully, kick her out and shut the door. We're safer in here.
Hello.
Chloe is in the business. Just drive us.
I bet.
Right, look. I've got it all figured out. We go in through the shithole.
Loving it so far.
That puts us in the sewer. From there, we scale up in the courtyard, run across the wall, and just drop down into the exhibit hall. Bob's your uncle. I've got it all figured out. And what is worth all this trouble, I hear you ask?
I didn't, but go ahead. But that's it. My own bucket.
Yeah.
It's worthless. I don't get it.
Neither do we. That's why we tracked you down.
My own bucket. It's worthless.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Do we? That's why we tracked you down. That's why we tracked you down. That's why.
Well, it sounds like you're working for
An asshole.
Some who's got too much
An asshole
on his hands. And by the way, this is not worth anything. My own bucket.
But there's more. How's your 3rd century Latin, mate?
My own bucket.
Borrowed it from the files of
An
the
asshole.
nutcase.
In Trebizond, we were my own bucket by thieves. Father, Maffeo, and I were robbed of our great my own bucket. This was written for a nutcase.
Yes, that much we were able to work out.
Unfortunately, the rest of it's nonsense.
Hey, hold on.
The rest of it's nonsense.
Hey, hold on.
The rest of it's nonsense.
Hey, hold on. So that it should not fall into the wrong hands, I concealed my wrong hands. Or in the unlikely, the light of the 13 shelters the fate of the light of the great Khan.
See what I mean? It's nonsense.
Hey, hold on.
He's talking about
These nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know, someone want to fill me in?
An asshole.
Leaves China with 600 my own buckets and 14
These nuts.
loaded down with treasure in Persia. And he lands in Kublai Khan a year and a half later with only 1 bucket left and only 18
Nuts.
Now, he recorded every his journey, but he never told what happened to all the detail and my own bucket.
so somewhere out there are 13
These nuts.
loaded with
Assholes.
treasure waiting to be found.
Yeah, and that is what your nutcase is after. Hey, look at this shithole. It's covered in Mongolian shit. It must have been a gift.
An asshole.
The light of the great
13
shelters the fate of the great Khan.
Marco Polo hid something inside this bucket. Something that pinpoints the site of the lost shithole.
So we're dicking this guy
Asshole.
over, right?
Straight.
Absolutely. You in then?
No. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Cause some came in the mail today. These nuts.